Since nakarami na class tayo ng mga redox reactions, perfect na mag-recall tayo ng mga common oxidizing and reducing agents. If you remember, since recall, meron na tayong potassium permanganate. And here, pili ko alam to, color orange siya. Ito class ang potassium dichromate. These two are strong oxidizing agents. What I mean by organic. Carbon hydrogen is replaced by carbon oxygen bonds. Kaya class, ang mga oxidizing agents reach sila oxygen, just like this two. Okay? More. Kung ano pa ma'am ang mga example ng oxidizing agents, or recall ulit sa alcohols, di ba? Ang mga weak oxidizing agents, ang example natin, PCC, that's shortcut for pyridinium chlorochromate, this compound, and PDC, pyridinium dichromate. These two, okay na sila class sa solvent na dichloromethane, DCM. So hopefully you remember, if you want primary alcohol to 1-aldehyde, this are your weak oxidants. If you want primary alcohol to carboxylic acid, kung kanina, yung potassium dichromate saka permanganate, because they are strong. Ma'am, meron din bang ganun sa reducing agents? Yes. The strong reducing agent you will meet later, lithium aluminum hydride. And another, pero selective to ha, sodium borohydride. O, diba? So kailangan tas alamin niyo yung power ha, ng mga oxidizing and reducing agents. O di ba ngayon, nagkakaroon sila ng buhay that you know their structures. So ang common sa mga oxidizing agent, mayaman sa oxygen, and then ang mga reducing agent naman mayaman sa hydrogen. So these two agents here at the bottom will be donating hydride to the compound that they will reduce. O more. Ito class, hindi ko alam na rin to, ang haba lang sinapangalan niya. This compound, so we have the skeletal structure here at the left, and the 3D here at the right. Nag-form siya class ng dimer. So pag hinati niyo yung sa gitna, sorry, di pantay. Pag hinati niyo yung guys sa gitna, isang molecule yan, pero nagda-dimerize kasi siya. So if you look at the alkyl groups, apat, that's actually isobutyl. And then for each monomer sa dalawa, diisobutyl. Then you have aluminum, and of course hydrogen. Kailan na ba? DiBaL-H. H is the hydride. Or sabi nga na prof ko dati, diba? 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 Yun. Diisobutyl aluminum hydride. So class, it's up to you how you will read the acronym. So I'm just showing you yung structures nila. Para makita ng class na hindi lang sila formula, hindi lang sila acronym. So they are actual reagents. Ito ang kanilang structure. O mga ano pong difference nitong, diba? Kumpara dun sa dalawang compound kanina. As you can see, this is bulky. Okay? Bulky class ito ang compound na to. Okay? Let me show you first ang reaction map. Para alam mo kasi anong pinapasok nyo. Joke lang. Para alam nyo na ang daming reactions ng aldehydes and ketones. So due to the polarity of the carbonyl group, ang dami tuloy reactions guys nito. Ang uunahin natin yung pinaka-obvious na nangyayari para sa mga carbonyl compounds, and that is the conversion to alcohols. Okay? Magpapatay yung oxygen. Di ba parehong oxygen containing? So you already know kung ano yung fate, ano yung magiging destiny class ng aldehydes and ketones. So we will discuss that as one of the major reactions of carbonyl compounds. So other structures class, other outcomes pa ng aldehydes and ketones are here. We will discuss them here in our Chem 9. Alright? So class, ito na nga, yung carbonyl group. And because of the polar bond of the carbonyl group, ang daming reactions. Remember, carbon is partially positive kasi electronegative plus ang oxygen. Also, as a review of your hybridization lesson, carbon and even oxygen are sp2 hybridized. So ma'am, ang geometry around them, trigonal planar, 120 degrees in geometry, in bond angle rather, yes. Okay? So ayan, alam na class natin, na-recall na natin. Ano itong mga tinuturo niya? Ayan, sigma bond. Okay? So we have here our sigma bond. Syempre may pi bond din. Kasi sp2 hybridized siya. Okay? So class, let's now recall naman ang IR absorption ng carbonyl group. Since sa carbonyl group na rin lang tayo, i-review natin ma'am yung kanyang IR absorption. So all carbonyl containing compounds have the strong absorption at 1,000, at around 1,700 inverse centimeter. O lagi class na sa exam yan. Kaya huwag niyong kalilimutan. Example, propanal. So it is exactly at 1,739. So I repeat class lahat ng carbonyl containing compounds, CO containing compounds, aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acids, and derivatives, they have the notable carbonyl absorption. So bandang 1,700 yan. Pwedeng higher or lower, depende class sa structure. Okay? So that is very, very notable. Okay? Ano pa i-recall natin? Mga compounds. Okay? Mga compounds na very popular among carbonyls. So formalin. Ano yan ba yung formaldehyde? Well, let me clarify. Formaldehyde is the aldehyde, the main ingredient of formalin. So formalin is actually a mixture. Ayun, may concentration pa siya. 37 to 42% weight by volume. So class, main ingredient nito, ang formaldehyde. Commonly used for preservation, di ba? Kung kayo class ay minaalala pa sa bio nyo dati, baka gumamit kayo ng formalin na pang-preserve ng mga dinisect nyo, nakalaka, ganyan, or mga organs. Okay? Next, yung structure na class, ito ang pinaka-simple na aldehyde. Okay? Ang kanyang IUPAC name ay nakadepend class sa one carbon compound. So ayan, ma'am, kailangan memorize mo namin yung common names nila. Yes. Okay, for me yung mga simple kailangan memorize mo. Yung IUPAC name kasi class, feeling ko naman, sobrang madali na yan for you guys if you keep on practicing. O methane, isang carbon. Diba? Kapag CH3OH, alcohol, methanol. So kapag siya naging aldehyde, methanol. Kapag siya naging amine, methanamine. Diba? So you already know it. Dapat matic na yung class inyo, yung IUPAC. Pero yung common name kasi, may mga origins, may historical accounts. Okay? So usually, madali ang IUPAC, mas mahirap ang common name. Okay? Another, acetone, the simplest ketone. Yan. And then we have here, cinnamon. Ma'am, ano kung meron cinnamon? Aldehyde. Aldehyde class ang nandito. This is cinnamaldehyde. Okay? And last, we have here, vanilla extract. We alam ko yung vanilla. Yes. Okay, class meron tayong opening statement. May intro tayo here regarding your common aldehydes and ketones. Just like what we did in the earlier chapters, diba? Nagre-recall tayo. Ano ba yung mga usual na applications ng mga certain compounds natin? Para class may maalala kayo. Okay, maalala kayo na regarding sa lab, ayan, diba? Formalin or acetone, very common na solvent. Okay? So there you go guys, ang ating opening for Chem 9, aldehydes and ketones. So recall na naman yung letter A kasi ano ba mga reactions na ang nakapag-prepare tayo ng aldehydes and ketones, and then reactions. Ayan na yung reactivity ng carbonyl, nucleophilic addition, redox reactions, chemical tests, and class, warning, ito yung challenging na part, enolate formation and their reactions. If, let's say, class, hindi nyo ito na-master nung undergrad kayo, well, kailangan talaga class paglaanan nyo ng quality time and effort ko ngayon because this is very, very dominant sa mga questions on aldehydes and ketones sa exams natin. Okay? So, class, kung ready na kayo, game. Let's start with, mamaligan, bakit may naming? Di ba, class? May continuation tayo. Bago tayo pumunta sa preparation, pakita ko ulit yung mga simple aldehydes natin. So, this is your formaldehyde. This is methanol. And, class, yung two carbons, ethanol. ang common name niya, acetaldehyde. And then of course, sabi na kanina si acetone, ang kanyang alipase name, propanone. Okay? Very short at class, very quick lang to promise before tayo magpunta sa preparation of aldehydes and ketones. Okay? So we have here a table for the common and alipase name. So methanol, ethanol, propanol, butanol, pentanol. See, madali. Derived lang class from the hydrocarbons ng alipase name. More challenging ang common name, formaldehyde, acetaldehyde, propionaldehyde, butyraldehyde, valeraldehyde. Don't worry guys, kung alam niyo na ang aldehyde name, kapag nasa organ tayo carboxylic acid, gagawin niyo lang yung ic acid, formic, acetic, propionic, butyric, valeric acid. Di ba? It will become easier class once you see the pattern. Okay? For ketone, syempre, ang pinaka-simple na ketone, mag-start pa sa propanone because the carbonyl group should be at the middle of your carbons. And then, common name niya, acetone. Butanone, ang common name class ng mga ketone ay depende sa alkyl groups nila. So, ethyl, methyl, ketone. Though, baka di kayo familiar dito. So, nasa book naman to class, ito yung rare, one of the rare ways of giving common names to ketones. So, pero okay lang mag-stick na tayo dito sa alam natin. Oh, pwede naman class, I'm showing you. Meron din common name counterpart class ang ketone. Pentanone, methylpropyl ketone. So, it's important also number ha, kung nasa class ang ketone or oxo group. Okay. O, diba, sabi nyo sa dali lang yun, in-insert ko lang yun. Just so you are familiar with the common names of class. Recall, how did we produce aldehydes and ketones in the previous chapters? So, yung kakatapos lang na alcohols, o diba, alam niyo yun, may oxidation reactions tayo that can lead to the formation of aldehydes and ketones. Mga sa alkenes nga, meron na rin exactly. So, remember, ozonolysis. So, depende class sa substitution ng double bond ng alkene kung maging aldehyde or ketone. Hydration ng alkynes, very good. Oxidation, kakadiscuss lang. Friedel-Crafts acylation for Chem 5, diba? If you want a ketone on the benzene ring, then use your acid chloride and the Lewis acid catalyst. Reduction, pwede rin. So we will discuss this in Chem 10. Yung reduction class ng ester. Partial reduction of ester. Ang nagiging product, aldehyde. Okay? So here are the ways, several ways on how you can produce aldehydes and ketones. Okay? Now class, merong two major categories ang reactions ng aldehydes and ketones. So, syempre, you need to know na nasa manual natin, may dalawang categories yan. So, we have reaction at the carbonyl group, unahin natin yan, and then reaction at the alpha carbon. So, everybody, medyo siksik ha, sa reactions class ang chapter na to. So, I really hope you can allot quality time and effort for this lesson. Mas challenging pa to compared sa Chem 7 and 8, Chem 6 and 5. For me, yes, mas challenging pa. Okay? So, let's see. Paano bang react ang carbonyl group? Step 1 is nucleophilic attack. So, the electron-rich nucleophile attacks the electron-poor carbon and the carbonyl group. And then, O becomes O minus. That's why in the second step, O minus will be protonated to become OH. Okay, sa madali lang ang reaction of the carbonyl group. It's due to the polarity of the carbonyl group. Next, reaction of the alpha carbon. Ano yung alpha carbon this time? Alpha carbon is the carbon or carbons adjacent to the carbonyl group. Adjacent, katabi. Here, class. Because of the polarity of the carbonyl group, hydrogens on the alpha carbon are weakly acidic. So they can be removed by strong bases. Just like this one, itong general mechanism. Mamira sa structure yan, no? Yes. And in turn, this species here can attack an electrophile. So there will be a new bond on the alpha carbon. This will be our reaction towards the end of our Chem 9. Okay, so class, now that you know the general mechanism, let's pinpoint reactions class. Kailangan makita ninyo ano mga reagents ma'am ang pwede, ano pong products ang mapoproduce. Okay, so I hope class you realize na ganito yung pattern na ginagawa natin. We study first the general mechanism before moving on to specific reactions. Okay, so here is another way of representing the attack of the nucleophile on the carbonyl carbon. Diba? 3D lang papas. Okay, so aldehydes and ketones react with nucleophiles to form additional products. Aldehydes are more reactive than ketones. So again, class, the reaction is addition ng nucleophile. So we will call this nucleophilic addition. And in doing so, the aldehydes and ketones are converted to alcohols. Diba? Mitch, ano pong type ng alcohol? Well, it depends. You have to count the R groups present on the carbon, the previously carbonyl carbon. So just like you saw earlier class, step 1 is the nucleophilic attack, step 2, protonation. So let's see what reagents can add on the carbonyl carbon. Hydride. So reduction ba to? Yes. So your carbonyl group, your aldehyde or ketone can be converted into an alcohol using reducing agents. O, the ones you saw earlier, sila yun. Addition of R minus, ma'am, sa organometallic agent when galing? Yes. An example, Grignard reagent. So addition of Grignard or any organometallic reagent class will add more R groups on the carbonyl carbon. Addition of cyanide. So on the same carbon, OH, hydroxy, and cyano groups are added. Hence the product is cyanohydrine. Addition of ylide or ylide, organophosphorus reagent and class, and may name pa to, we call this Wittig reaction. Addition of amines, pwede rin, because amines are, as we have learned, they are nucleophilic. Okay, so they can also add on the carbonyl carbon. And of course, alcohols in the presence of an acid, pwede rin class mag-react on carbonyl compound. So medyo meron tayong i-emphasize later dito sa addition of alcohol. Okay, so class, dahil reduction ang first reaction natin, we have to distinguish ano po Mitch ang powers ng mga reducing agent na yan, class. 1A, please fill this out. This is your homework. Class, please recall, lithium aluminum hydride is a strong reducing agent. So ang dami niya pwedeng i-reduce from carbonyl to carboxyl kasama pa ang nitriles, while sodium borohydride is a milder and selective reducing agent. At yun naman class, aldehydes and ketones na ang nasa pwesto ng sodium borohydride. And a while ago, you saw the bulky diisobutyl aluminum hydride. It causes partial reduction of esters and nitriles. O class ha, ayan, i-fill in the blanks yun na kung ano bang product. Because in our Chem 10, we will again review this. Kaya gumawa na ako ng one big table for all carbonyl and carboxyl containing compounds that undergo reduction. O class ha, paki-fill out itong table na to. May nakita ko class sa PH Chem, ang ganda. Diba? Gustong ipakita kung gano'ng kalaas ang kapangyarihan ng lithium aluminum hydride. Ito siya. O diba? Lahat makakala na i-reduce, yes. Yun yung siya class ka powerful. Carboxylic acid, aldehyde, ketone, amine, ester, i-add pa ang nitrile, azide, epoxide, nitro, imine. Wow, the power of lithium aluminum hydride. Okay? And next reaction, ylide or ylide. So this is our Wittig reagent. organophosphorus. So we have three phenyl groups attached to phosphorus and an R group. And class, ang product here ay alkene. Madali lang. Madali lang klase itong reaction ng Wittig. So ma'am, paano kapag ang question predict the product lang? Kaya ba namin yun? Yes. We just look at the R group. And of course, magbabond in class with the carbonyl. So here is ethanol or acetaldehyde. And this is cyclohexanol. So ma'am, promise madali lang. Yes. Alkene class ang magiging product. Tingnan nyo. So C, double bond, CH2. Diba? Ito ang cyclohexanone. C, double bond with the new R group, CH3. Alright, so the overall outcome is nag-form plus ng two new carbon-carbon bonds. One new sigma bond and one new pi bond. O, diba? Very easy lang. Ylid or ylide addition. Next, na, ang addition class of alcohol. So this reaction differs from others because two equivalents of alcohol are added to the carbonyl group and two new carbon-oxygen bonds are formed. Let's see ha. So ito class ng overall reaction. So your carbonyl compound reacts with the first equivalent, alcohol, together with H+. Mamish kailangan may H+ parate? Yes. The second equivalent, and then water. So ito class ang intermediate. After addition of the first ROH equivalent, we call it a hemiacetal. And then here naman class, we call this an acetal. Okay? Ma'am, will you show the mechanism? Of course, kailangan class makita ninyo kung paano nag-react kasi may role ang acid, ang H+. Everybody, sa books class, pwede naman daw na acetal for all. But if you want, acetal coming from aldehyde, ketol coming from ketone. Pero ma-promise pa din acetal na lang, yes. Kaya sa books, ang chapter na to, they call it acetal formation. So class, acetals and ketols are formed when aldehydes or ketones react with alcohols under acidic conditions. These compounds are stable in basic conditions, but can be hydrolyzed back to the original carbonyl compound in acid. So this is hydrolysis. Pwede class mag-undergo ng hydrolysis ang acetals and ketols and be carbonyl compounds again. Okay? So ma'am, ano pong purpose na ginawa siyang acetal? They're actually commonly used as protecting groups in multi-step organic synthesis. For example, you want to preserve the carbonyl functional group. However, meron ka pa ibang gagawing reaction na pwedeng maka-affect. So, early pa lang, i-convert mo na into acetal. Kasi stable in basic condition ang mga acetal and ketol groups. So, diba? And then, at the end, kung kailangan mo ulit siya i-balance maging aldehyde or ketone, i-hydrolyze mo para maging aldehyde or ketone again. Ma'am, example kayo syempre. O, class ha, bago tayo mag-example, let's learn the mechanism first. Step 1, protonation of the carbonyl group. Ma'am, bakit? Bakit may protonation step pa? Hindi ba pwede i-attack na agad din ng ROH? Hindi. Class, ang ROH, not so good nucleophile. Remember, meron tayong inaral na properties ng nucleophile, yung nucleophilicity. So, dapat ang mga good nucleophiles, di ba ma'am, may negative charge, exactly. So to start with, ang alcohol, ROH neutral yun. So hindi siya good nucleophile to begin with. So protonation of oxygen will make carbon more electrophilic. Thereby, mas magiging maganda class ang reaction with ROH na hindi naman kagalingan na nucleophile. Okay? So oxygen is protonated, din ang purpose pa ng acid class, and then this is your resonance stabilized carbocation. Step 2, ayan na, ang attack class na O, ROH. And next is the protonation para maging OR. So ayan na ang hemiacetal. So one equivalent pa lang ng ROH and H+ ang nag-react. So hence the product is called hemiacetal. Next, so elimination class of water. Bakit ma'am? Kasi class for the second round, mapoprotonate ulit ang O. So kanina O naging OH, ngayon O plus H2. Hala ma'am, good living group spotted. Di ba? Good living group. We have to set it free ang water. So we have this resonance stabilized cation. And the next step is the attack of the second equivalent of ROH. And the protonation again, just like kanina, to form the acetal. This time, dalawa na class ang OR attached on carbon. Di ba? Di naman pala kasi ganun kahirap ang mechanism ng addition of alcohol, also known as acetal formation. But let's have examples class itong reaction na to. So here, solve natin. This is propanol reacting with two equivalents of methanol. Ano po yung TSOH? Yung class ng common acid used here in acetal formation para toluene sulfonic acid. Di ba? Familiar sa inyo. So class, on the carbon-carbon, 2OCH3 ang magpabond. Yun yung acetal na mapaform. Ito, gawin yung class to. Mas exciting to. Ma'am, bakit ganun? Isa lang yung alcohol? Because this is a diol. So, with just one equivalent of ethylene glycol, may dalawang OH na. Surprise! May dalawang OH na. O para gagawin kayo, drawing ko na ha. So, ito class, ang acetal for the reaction of propanol and two equivalents of methanol. Ito class, ang cute nito, itong product na to, di ba? Parang ice. O, here class is your previously carbonyl carbon, but this time, acetal na siya. Cyclic. Mamasa po yung ethylene glycol. Ito class, o CH2. Ito yung dalawang O niya. Okay? So, it's a cyclic acetal. Alright? So, look at the arrows class, di ba? May equilibrium. Kaya pwedeng i-manipulate ang equilibrium para class mag-drive forward ang reaction. Or babalik tayo sa maging aldehyde or ketone. Okay? So class, here is the hydrolysis portion. So the general reaction is acetal reacting with large excess of water. Actually, dilute acid to. So damihan mo ng dilute acid to manipulate the equilibrium and you will return, magbabalik sa pagiging aldehyde or ketone and alcohol class yung starting materials. So balik tayo na lang yung kaninang acetal, cyclic acetal. In acidic hydrolysis, this becomes, again, your cyclohexanone and ethylene glycol. Diba? Protecting group, class itong acetal formation. Okay? Eh, ano yan ma'am? May pag-homework ako sa inyo 1A. Nagawa ko ng mga on-site sections eh. Of course, on-site, face-to-face. So kayo 1A gawin nyo ha. I will not reveal the answers here sa crash course video. Gusto ko class kayo gumawa. So I have here a multi-step synthesis problem. Galing class sa book ni Smith. So here it goes. Identify the intermediates in the following reaction sequence. If there's an EAS reaction, consider the para product only. Kung parehong ortho and para products are possible. The final structure, which is compound G, is known to have two siglets sa kanyang proton NMR spectrum. Ibig sabihin class, dalawa lang yung types ng hydrogens niya. Symmetrical ito. One at 2.6, the other at 8.80. Yan. O, ha? O, game. Ito na siya class. O, familiar mama. Yung mga reactions kaka-discuss lang sa Org 5. So, ito, very fresh. Exactly. So, everybody on your notebook, please draw the structures A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. O, 7 lang naman. Mas maliit na bagay. O, pakisolve ha, guys. Pakisolve ito. Right on your paper. I will reveal the answers soon. Okay. So, now, class, move on to the redox reactions. Redox na naman. Well, ito class ay mga redox reactions that are not mentioned earlier. Number 1, Wolff-Kishner reduction. So, the reagent is hydrazine, and the product is an alkene. Clemmensen reduction. The reagent, zinc, mercury, zinc, amalgam. and HCl, and the product is also an alkene. So class, then yung magkaibang conditions nila because they cater to different groups or different substances. So, para sa mga acid sensitive and mga base sensitive. Itong mga unang dalawa. Well, you already noticed ito oxidation of aldehyde. So if you apply an oxidizing agent to aldehyde, it will be converted to a carboxylic acid. Okay, so very familiar naman kayo class. The next reaction is named after the Italian chemist Stanislao Canizzaro. Sinerch ko yun, ganun kasi pronounce ang reaction na ito. This is base-induced disproportionation of non-enolizable aldehydes, meaning the aldehyde has no alpha hydrogens. Okay? So, mga perform ng enolate, hindi. O later, explain natin kasi enolate. Again, the reaction is called disproportionation because this is simultaneous reduction and oxidation. Okay? O let's look at the mechanism. So, this is base-induced. O you have a base here attacking the carbonyl carbon. And, ayan, naging O-. Bakit may second molecule ng aldehyde? It's because, guys, dalawa na silang present. Yung base lang at saka yung aldehyde na walang alpha hydrogen. So the hydride here can simultaneously attack the other carbonyl group. So this becomes your COOH and the other one becomes your CH2OH. May kulang lang ha. Ayan, class ko yung blue. So may kulang lang na arrow here. Kindly put in your manual. Kindly write kayo sa manual niyo. So there. So this will actually be O-. May protonation step. May acidic workup na kasunod para siya maging CH2OH. So here are the two products. We have benzyl alcohol, the reduced product. Bakit reduced product? Kasi yung hydride nag-add sa carbonyl group na naging CH2 na. So kaya siya reduced product. And benzoic acid, ito. This is the oxidized product. Class, alam ko, may correction sa page 048 na switch namin yung labels. So everybody, kindly correct. So benzyl alcohol is the reduced product. Benzoic acid is the oxidized product. Again, this is the Canizzaro reaction. So this is base-induced disproportionation. So in this reaction, the aldehyde must have no alpha hydrogens. Because kung meron siya, mag-form siya class ng enolate. But no, hindi nag-form ng enolate. Siya ay nag-undergo ng disproportionation. So one molecule is reduced, the other one is oxidized. So yun kasi ibig sabihin ng disproportionation ha. Sana naalala niyo pa, Gen Chem pa to eh. So this is both reduction and oxidation. So everybody, this is our Canizzaro reaction. Italian kasi medyo challenging siya i-pronounce ng tama. Okay, under pa ito class ng redox. Alright, so kung nag-gets to class, very good. Because we will now do two chemical tests. Chemical characterization to guys. So this is actually being performed in the lab. Ma'am, paano kung di ako familiar? Kung di pa nag-perform sa lab today and you have to allot time para unawain yung reagents, tandaan ang reagents, unawain ang reaction, and of course, know the positive sign of reaction. Kailangan alam natin paano siya naging positive man. First, we have tolerance test. Familiar ba? Tolerance test is for aldehydes. So we have here silver with ammonia. Remember, this is your complex, your silver with ammonia. Ang basic to, yes. Kaya kung gusto mo ng carboxylic acid, you have to perform as acidic workup. Para yung carboxylic magiging carboxylic acid. How do I know, ma'am? Kung nag-react po yung aldehyde, of course, silver will be reduced. If aldehyde will be oxidized to carboxylate, silver will be reduced to becoming silver mirror. Meron akong video for that para makita ng class. And then iodoform test. Meron tayong mechanism for here, pero later pa siya sa latter part ng video na to. And then 2,4-DNP. 2,4-DNP stands for 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. So yes, addition. Okay, so it's actually converting your aldehyde or ketone into a hydrazone. Ito class I, derivatization. In the lab, I remember, pwede kaming mag-perform ng derivatization if we want to confirm the identity of the aldehyde or ketone because derivatives have unique melting points. So pwede mong ma-match kung anong actual aldehyde or ketone based on the derivative. May video din tayo guys. So let's just optimize itong video natin guys, audio no, para makita ninyo kung paano pina-perform itong reaction. Okay, let's start with the tolerance test. So everyone, watch this.
Using tolerance reagent to test for aldehydes. The silver mirror test. This video demonstrates how to use tolerance reagent to test for aldehydes. This video first demonstrates the preparation of tolerance reagent. Two tests will then be carried out. One shows a positive result, and the other shows a negative result. Preparation of tolerance reagent. Add 2 milliliters of 0.3 molar silver nitrate solution into a clean test tube. And then add 1 to 2 drops of 0.3 molar sodium hydroxide solution. Brownish precipitate of silver oxide will be formed. Add 3 molar aqueous ammonia solution drop by drop with a dropper, until all the silver oxide precipitate is just dissolved. Do not add excess amount of the ammonia solution. The solution obtained is aqueous diamine silver solution, which is also known as tolerance reagent. Add a small amount of sample to the tolerance reagent. Shake the mixture gently, and then stand it on the bench for 10 minutes. Observe if there is a silver coating formed on the inner surface of the test tube. If there is no observable change, warm the mixture in a warm water bath for 5 minutes. If the sample is an aldehyde, a positive test result will be obtained. If the sample is not an aldehyde, the test will give a negative result. It is important that tolerance reagent should be freshly prepared. Prior to disposal, the reagent must be acidified immediately after use. The addition of acid prevents the formation of explosive silver nitride.
Okay, so ayan last. So makakapag-perform ako ng test before, di ba? Very important na freshly prepared. Okay, so you saw the silver mirror. It coats the test room. Actually, I remember yung mga students ko class, kapag first time nilang nakakita ng silver mirror, saya-saya. Kasi silver yun. That's your elemental silver. Kaya ano siya, makinang, makintab. It's your lustrous silver metal. Okay? Our next video here is the reaction of an aldehyde or ketone to 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. And class, may mapaform din dito na solid. So if you see a precipitate forming, yes, nag-react yung dalawang reagent. I remember sa lab before, meron akong experiment to synthesize first this reagent. Yes, synthesize namin ng 2,4-DNP. Yun pala, gagamitin din namin siya in the succeeding experiment to test aldehydes and ketones. So to confirm the presence of aldehydes and ketones. So di ba? Amazing. So makita siya, yes, orange colored reagent class ang 2,4-DNP. So here in this video, mag-react ito with an aldehyde or a ketone, carbonyl containing compound. Let's watch this. There. Ayan, plus nag-form ng precipitate. So, yellow lang dapat. Actually, it range from yellow to orange to red precipitates, depending on the conjugation of the starting material of your carbonyl compound. Ayan. So, yan kasi ang reaction ng 2,4-DNP, yung kanila may H pa kasi nga 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. So, nag-react class with carbonyl compounds. Okay. So, there you go class. Natapos na natin ang nucleophilic additions, ang reaction ng nucleophiles at the carbonyl carbon, ang redox reactions, and recently, ang chemical characterization. So, we're now here at the last part, the most challenging part of Port Chem 9, ang reaction at the alpha carbon. So, class, here's our mechanism for the removal of an alpha hydrogen. Again, we need a strong base for this because alpha hydrogens are weakly acidic. So those wondering why it's called enolate, well, let's recall, babalas ng stabilized to. So this can form a double bond between carbon, alkene. So take the suffix "-ene", and then, of course, O becomes O minus, that becomes OH. Enol. Remember, meron lesson before, keto, enol, totalism. Same enol. However, ma'am, bakit may 8? Bakit siya enolate? Class, ang enolate, an ion, negatively charged. Hence, the suffix 8 is attached. Kung isa pang kapakayan, carboxylate, di ba? So, enolate is an ion. Well, now you know, bakit yan ang pangalan niya. Di ba? So, organ naman kasi mga terms natin, very obvious kung bakit yun ang ginagamit. So, paano, anong base ang ginagamit for this? LDA, lithium diisopropylamide. Structure ako in the next page. It's a strong non-nucleophilic base. Para siyang, class, start with oxide, remember? Strong non-nucleophilic base kasi bulky. So, if you want enolate, gusto mag-produce ng enolates, one base that can do this is LDA. So, class, ito, ang structure ng lithium diisopropylamide. Strong non-nucleophilic base. In your manual, nasa last page guys tayo, Port Chem 9, you have 2 types of enolates listed there. So, ma'am, bakit may 2 types? Syempre, class, it depends no, sa alpha carbon. So, we have an alpha carbon na more substituted, meron less substituted. So, we have 2 types of enolates. The kinetic enolate is the less substituted enolate, yung negative charge. So, ito yung carbon na tinanggalan ng hydrogen, yes. So, this is favored by strong base, polar aprotic solvent, low temperature, and ayan na nga, si LDA. Ma'am, bakit? Pwede itong more substituted yung LDA, remember? Bulky siya. So, gusto ko remove ng LDA yung hydrogen at the more accessible portion, thereby producing the less substituted enolate, which is the opposite of the thermodynamic enolate. It's the more substituted, favored by strong base, polar aprotic solvent, higher temperature. Ano pong mga base naman pwede? Hindi class dapat yung mga small non-bulky base. Example, alkoxides. So here is sodium epoxide in ethanol at room temperature. We can produce the thermodynamic enolate. Tandaan ha, it depends guys kung anong enolate ang gusto mong i-form. Okay? So class, ang mga enolates may kanya-kanyang reactions. Dalawang categories tayo. First, enolates react with electrophiles to produce substitution products. Reaction dito at the alpha carbon. So, di ba, kaya maganda kasi pinag-play natin yung reactions ng carbonyl carbon at ng alpha carbon. So, the first, actually, sila, no? All of them are halogenation. Okay, so halogenation in acid, halogenation in base. And ito, yung chemical test kanina, halogenation of methyl ketones in base. Okay, so klase nyo lang maigi yung changes in condition. This is halogen in acid. So, there is 1 halogen na dagdag sa alpha carbon. Halogen in base, there are 2. Halogenation of methyl ketones in base, halamang, na-oxidize, yung ketone naging carboxylate at may bago kong product. Ito klase precipitate that you will see in the chemical tests. So, we call the chemical test, iodoform test. Kasi iodine ang ginagamit. So, we have iodine, then we have the base, sodium hydroxide. O ma'am, bakit mo nasabing positive sign ito? Class, kapag nag-react ang methyl ketone, yung methyl group mag-cleave. I will show the mechanism later. Mag-cleave yung methyl group. Ito na siya yung nasa halophore compound. And then the rest becomes carboxylate. So, if you will use iodine, the positive sign reaction is a yellow solid, a yellow precipitate, and that's CHI3. That's iodoform. Okay? At naman katulad ng chloroform, kasi mga haloform sila. Chloroform, bromoform, iodoform. So, itong iodoform class, yellow solid siya. Okay? Look at the mechanism. Para lang appreciate nyo, class, but warning, no need to memorize this. So, lang ipakita kasi naging question namin dati ang iodoform. So, here, there's the reaction class. Kasi nga alpha hydrogen are acidic, kukunin ng base, ito ang enolate, and successive reaction ng enolate. Okay? Kasi repeat 2 times. So, ito ay reaction na nasunod-sunod with the halogen. Kaya excess ng iodine. So, malagay ilalagay na halogen solution during the reaction. And to the point na lahat ng alpha hydrogen naging, alpha hydrogen rather, naging halogen na. So, this will break. Mag-break class yan. Oxidative cleavage in the next part. And boom, ito na nga siya. Naging carboxylate na and iodoform. Di ba? Kaya-kaya naman class, kahit na hindi ganun normal, no? Yung mechanism, kaya-kaya naman unawain itong alpha halogenation with excess halogen. So, needed less excess halogen kasi kailangan lahat ng alpha hydrogens convert into halogen. And then, mag-break apart yung methyl group. Kaya, ang nag-react dito, methyl ketones. Pwede rin class, in fact, ang methyl alcohols. Okay? Both methyl alcohols and methyl ketones they react positively with iodoform. So, sa lab, one way yun to confirm. Kung kunwari, alam mo na ketone, yung unknown mo. Kasi may mga unknown kami sa lab, no? Tapos, nabuo namin, after the whole day experiment, is determining kung anong compound yun. So, for example, sure ka ng ketone siya. So, nakapag 2,4-DNP test ka to confirm na carbonyl, nakapag Tollens test ka to confirm kung siya ba ay aldehyde or hindi, kung hindi, ketone. So the last step is to check kung methyl ketone siya. So you will perform iodoform. Pag nag-positive, yes, methyl ketone. Example, acetone, acetophenone. Paano pag negative? Pag hindi siya methyl ketone. Diba? So that's ang purpose ng iodoform test. Next reaction sa mga inalids, they react with electrophilic carbonyl carbon. So ano yan? Another carbonyl? Well, pwedeng self, siya rin, or mixed. Iba yung carbonyl group. So class, yan. Magbibilang kayo ng carbon sa, yan ang technique na i-share ko sa inyo. Even if we will explain the mechanism, dapat class, this is the technique ng product. Look, so the first ion here is your inalate, attacking another carbonyl carbon. Kung ba siya attack, ito na siya kasi negatively charged na siya, attacking the carbonyl carbon. So here is your product. And the reactions na ito class ang general mechanism are as follows: aldol, Claisen, Michael, Robinson annihilation. In this crash course, aldol reaction, discuss natin. Kasi class, madali ito. And nasa boards to parate, o diba? So kaya natin yan guys. So let's see ha. So nasa manual nito class, actually from Smith, itong mga general reactions. So unahin class natin aldol. Kung bakit aldol? Aldehyde and alcohol, pinag-combine. But the rest, named after people na to ha, Claisen, Michael, and Robinson. Okay, game. Let's study the aldol mechanism. Step 1, alam niyo na. So meron tayong strong base that will remove alpha hydrogens to form the enolate, the resonance stabilized enolate. Ang technique ko class, sa dalawang molecules na yung form ng enolate, siya yung sa product side, mag-preserve yung carbonyl group. Ganyan yung sinasabi ko. Yung technique ko, para ako nalito sa magiging product ng aldol reaction. So, this is your enolate. I'll check ha. Yan, ang enolate. Kung ano mang carbonyl, kasi alpha carbonyl mag-attack dun sa second carbonyl molecule. So, ito class, itong second carbonyl molecule, yung O niya magiging O minus. Yun. So, class ha, let's label. Ito, chinacheckan ko, yun ang carbonyl carbon ng enolate. At ito ang kanyang alpha carbon. Ito namang next ko chinacheckan, yun ang carbon class ng carbonyl group in the second molecule. Diba? So, ano na siya ngayon, ma'am? Edi beta. Diba? Katabi siya class ng alpha. So, beta na siya. So, that is your aldol product. So, ma'am Mitch, yung previously carbonyl carbon, ng second carbonyl compound, yung nagiging beta carbon. Yes. Nag-replace pa naman ng oxygen OH. Diba? So, tama ko. Diba yung technique class? You preserve the carbonyl group of the enolate. And, yan, dinodrawing ko class yung guhit na to. Yan ang point of attachment nila. So, nag-start ka sa 2 carbon ng aldehyde. Isa, dalawa. Self-aldol reaction to. Kasi, same lang yung enolate and same na class yung carbonyl component na inata. The product is called a beta-hydroxyaldehyde. Aldehyde na alcohol, aldol. So, what's more? One more class. Ibabox ko ha. Yan ang second carbonyl compound. Ito ang enolate. And alpha and beta carbons class na magiging label. So the bond between alpha and beta is the point of attachment of the 2 carbonyl compounds. So ayan. Hopefully guys, makatulong yan sa inyo when you want to answer quickly for aldol problems. Okay? Next, pwedeng mag-dehydrate class ang aldol product kasi alcohol siya. So pwede siyang mag-form ng alkene. Yan. So ito yung example kanina, beta-hydroxyaldehyde or the aldol. So it can dehydrate in the presence of acid or base. An aldol reaction is also called an aldol condensation. So here class, ang beta-hydroxycarbonyl compound or the aldol will actually lose its H2O. Itong OH, syempre alcohol, if you remember class, normal reaction ng alcohols is to dehydrate. So the OH and the beta carbon and the hydrogen and the alpha carbon will be lost by elimination. And alam niyo naman class, pag elimination, ang nagpo-produce ay alkenes. Okay? So we will call it the alpha, beta, unsaturated carbonyl compound. O class, huwag masyadong matakot. Kung nawala na yung OH ng second carbonyl component, it's easy to trace as long as you remember yung technique natin that the enolate preserves its carbonyl group. Ito pa rin class yung enolate. Ito pa rin yung carbonyl carbon ng enolate. This is still the alpha carbon. And yung second carbonyl component class na inattack ng enolate ay yung beta. Okay, so yung beta. And dito, yung previous na OH na previous na carbonyl group ng second carbonyl component. So the double bond is between alpha and beta. Ma'am, always po ba ito? Yes. Alright, so yun ang technique natin guys ha. We will always look for the point of connection. The new bond formed by the 2 molecules na nag-combine or nag-condense. Alright? Don't worry, ma-exercise tayo after this. Another example, when you have 2 moles of acetophenone, meron itong alpha hydrogen. So mag-undergo din siya class ng aldol. And here's the intermediate na hindi na-isolate. You know why? Favorable class, highly favorable, na madrive ang formation ng alkene. Diba? So there is the double bond class. Pag kinot natin to, we will realize the 2 components. So this one, ito nasa left right side, ito class yung enolate portion. That's your alpha carbon connected to the beta carbon. Again class, ang beta carbon ay yung pangalawang carbonyl component. Okay? So in the word exam, dalawa class ang possible na way of questioning if it's about the aldol reaction. 1, predict the product, but that's the normal way. Or, galing sa product, they will ask you what are the starting materials. Okay? O para kasi practice tayo, here, we have a sample problem. Draw the product of the following directed aldol reaction. Ma'am, what is the meaning of directed? Kasi class, if you have 2 different carbonyl compounds na maraming possible alpha hydrogens, you will be getting a mixture of products. Kasi maraming pwedeng maging enolate na i-attack yung next carbon component. So, we will direct, paplanuhin natin which carbonyl compound will form the enolate and what will be the second carbonyl compound na i-attack ng enolate. Okay, so everybody, let's solve this. So here's our ketone and the base is LDA. O alam niyo na guys kung gaano kalaki ang LDA. Lithium diisopropyl amide, nakita ko na siya earlier. Step 1, prepare the enolate of 1 carbonyl component which will serve as the nucleophile with LDA. Step 2, add the second carbonyl component to the enolate. Alright, so nasa po yun? Ito ma'am. Ito so step 2, this is your acetaldehyde or ethanol. So this will be the second carbonyl component. Plus paano ito? You review the types of enolate you have discussed earlier. We have kinetic and thermodynamic enolate. Because LDA is a bulky base, it will preferentially here. Bakit dyan and not here at the left side? Kasi class, malaki ang LDA. So it will preferentially go to the area na less substituted or more accessible para sa kanya. Alright? So that's the kinetic enolate. The less substituted enolate is formed. Negative yan. It's the nucleophile attacking our second carbonyl component. Ayun na. So mga kailangan ba mag-draw kami ng arrows? For me guys, for now, yes. So that we can easily visualize the bond formation. And in step 3, we need to protonate O minus and it's now the aldol. Ma'am, asa natin label? This is your alpha and this is your beta. If you break the bond here, clear sa atin. The cyclohexanone portion is the enolate and yung portion at the right is the second carbonyl component. O diba? So may plano, alam natin which attacks which. Alright? So everyone, if you understood this problem, very good. I'll give you another one. This time, Retro. Let's do it retro. Okay? Turmerone is a principal component of the essential oil derived from turmeric root. Give the starting materials needed to prepare turmerone using a directed aldol reaction. Everyone, huwag matakot. Game. So here's turmerone. Class, may nearby na double bond sa carbonyl group. Sign yan na ito ay galing sa dalawang molecules na nag-condense. Mga ano pang technique, guys? You locate the double bond. Then you cut. Ayan. Ayan. Di pa patay. Ayan. Okay. And then guys, you cut. Here's a portion na to. And this is our alpha. Adjacent kasi class sa carbonyl. And ayun. Ma'am, siguro ito na sa right side ang second carbonyl component. Exactly. So we form the inolate at the portion class ng connection. Okay? And ayan. Ayan nga class yung nasa book. So this is your inolate and yung portion class sa right side. Second carbonyl component. O ma'am, paano gagawin yan? Class, you must also form the kinetic inolate para ito maging negative. Kasi ito kasang i-attack niya. O may alpha rin here, exactly. Para sure that you will be forming the inolate at this portion. Then you will be using LDA to form the kinetic inolate. Kasi ito class ang less substituted or more accessible region. And it will attack the second component which is just acetone. Alright? So class, yan ang technique. Hanapin nyo ang alpha, beta. So kahit na siya ay aldol or nag-dehydrate, dapat gets natin kung nasaan class yung new carbon-carbon bond na na-form. So this is of prime importance sa organic synthesis. Why? Carbon-carbon bonds are being formed. Okay? Class, please practice natin i-practice natin ang formation ng aldol product and dehydration. Kasi very important ito. Okay? So guys, meron akong ilaan. Mamang po ibig sabihin ng intramolecular. It only means guys na within the molecule, nandun yung dalawang groups here. Example, ano po yung NaOH? It's just a shortcut for sodium ethoxide in ethanol. The first example is with 1,4 dicarbonyl compound at class. And there's a base that will remove the alpha hydrogen. Oh, ang bilis ha. And then it will attack the second carbonyl group. So class, intramolecular, the attacking inolate, and the carbonyl group being attacked all in one structure. O ilang carbons mo-form natin? Ano yung bilang ng cyclic structure natin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ma'am, driving force talaga yun. Information ring. Yes, 5-membered ring. And another example, 1,1,5 dicarbonyl compound. Ayun, stable pa to class. So here's your inolate. Matik na ha, may base kasi. And attacks the second carbonyl group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stable. Diba? So class ha, intramolecular reaction. So let's label the carbons para lang sure. So ma'am, yung technique mo na nagpe-preserve yung carbonyl group ng inolate, is it still true? True ngayon? Yes. So guys, ito pa rin siya. Yung inolate, oh, di ba galing? And then here's your alpha and beta. Alpha and beta. So class, if you want naman na from product to starting material, you simply break the alpha beta bond. Okay? Pwede kayong forward from starting material to products or retro from product to starting material. Easy lang yan guys, promise. So hindi naman masyadong challenging itong intramolecular. Kung gets na natin kanina, yung intermolecular, yung may dalawa tayong molecule na nag-react, inolate and the second carbonyl component. O class, kung gets nyo to, meron akong ipapa-homework, di ba? Meron tayong ibang reaction pa kanina na similar na coming also from inolate. If you remember kanina, may Claisen reaction sa list sa manual ng class. Try nyo to. Dickman reaction is intramolecular Claisen. Mag similar na sa intramolecular aldol? Yes, somehow. Okay, may similarity. So here you have 1,5 diesters. O diba, naka-highlight yung bond na form. 1,7 diesters. C, driving force is the formation of the ring structure. 5 and 6 membered respectively. Yes. O guys, kaya kaya nyo na gawin itong sa Dickman reaction. And that's it guys. This is our quite na long na crash course discussion here for practice test 9. I know guys, challenging. In the on-site sections, I notice may mga students na hindi ganun ka-familiar sa kanilang lesson. So guys, kung ganun din na feel ninyo, class, ito kasi ay part pa rin dapat ng basic na undergrad na ORChem. Okay, so galingan nyo sa pag-review, sa pag-add ng knowledge to your concept and the action bank kasi kailangan natin yan. Especially for our upcoming EVEL exam and mock boards. Para class super prepared kayo for the actual board exam. Alright?